Hello everyone, Peter here, Piotr guys. So we got a LG 55UK6950PLB. This TV has no picture, has only backlight, but no picture. This is like newer model, so you can't see the T-con here. I'll show you by example. You might not see it here, but I can turn it around so that you can see. This one. Trying to move it. So normally these boards, yes, these two boards, 1 and 2, these are going into the T-con board, like here, yes. So yeah, this way, and then those two are connected to the LCD display, and that's the inlet for it, yes, here, the white one. That's normally in most of the TVs, yes, but the newer models, turns out that they are coming without the T-con board. So the T-con board is integrated with the main board, yes, so it's just more miniaturized. Now with this one, yes, I'll show you what's happening. I don't know if that will allow us to go out easily. I don't think so, because it's least likely to do so. It can be a pain, believe it or not, because I've done it like a number of times, and unfortunately we can't do nothing about it. It's just a pain. Okay, this one went out, but the other one, it won't go quickly. I'll pause and I'll, literally, that's the power on, power off. So at least that's the thing. But can we slide that out? Is it possible to slide it out? Because if not, believe me, I will just literally okay, I sort of see how they've done it. I'll pause it, will be quicker. Okay, so I'll explain what I had to do. You see, this one was in the central part of this element, yes, here. Now what it is here you can see the hole inside, yes. So I had to lift this one up and push that pin in order to get it out. Now we can connect it back and we can have fully functional TV in the way that, you know, nothing is disconnected apart from the speakers. So we're happy about it. We can put this metal away because that's not even from the TV. We can switch off this light. We can get the HDMI cable now. Okay. Get it on the side. Get it to the microscope. What else? Whoa, you're falling. You shouldn't fall. Okay, we can connect now the microscope. And we can get the power. Now I'll put some light so that we will know that it is working. Now this is our cable, IC7. Okay, good. And we can get this one away. Okay, so we've got a screen, but we've got a problem with the screen, so we better disconnect it. Okay, and now we will disconnect one line. Okay, one line, one single line. So we slide it out. Can slide it somewhere here. Now we can connect the power. Okay, so we get it back. on. We got the backlight. You can see that these are shiny. Yes, you can see that these are shiny here. Yes, you can see them. Now we can get it all back. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but part of the screen now is lit up, part is not. Okay, so leave this webcam here. I'll click on the input. Okay, so the input is working, but it's not displaying anything completely, 0 to none. Let's switch it off. Yes, let's switch it back on. Okay, we got it, but still completely no picture. So there is probably another fault in it, because we don't know. That's a power button. Okay, and we don't know where, if there are any other buttons. No, I don't see any other buttons actually, to be true. It's only this one which is going. So, does this TV has additional control or not? It turns out that I don't see it. Okay, single pressing the button doesn't help. Hold the power button. It's off, okay. So we know that the off button is working. But it should be more than one feature here than only power and the LED. Okay, single click, it's turning on. But as we see, you know, nothing is changing, yes? Nothing. Although you can see the where is the camera? Here, you can see that the light is flashing, so it should give us some picture, but it doesn't. The smart so it does try to do something, because it's changing the shade when I'm pressing it. Yes, it does give you the shade, but it's still not working. So there is like short circuit on it. And now the question is, you know, what's causing the fault? Because we've disconnected the faulty how to call it, the faulty part of the display. So it shouldn't make us a trouble now, and it should lit up, and it didn't. Yes, so if it didn't, that means it's not a T-Con board fault probably. Now it's a problem with this TV. So we need to start measuring on the main board. But if we've got no schematics, it might be quite challenging, because we don't know what volts were, and this is heating quite a bit. I'll show you here. Yes, this is heating quite a bit, so we can't just literally, you know, do what we want. We have to be careful, because if I would take it off and I would start to use it, and that would, you know, produce too much heat, then that could overheat. Let's see if changing the inlet would do anything. No, still nothing, still no change. Okay, still we don't see the microscope, and yeah, still we can't see it. So changing the inlet doesn't do a trick. You can check another HDMIs. Okay, it's recognizing the HDMI. That's still the same thing, so we will check the last one, but believe me, no sense anymore, because it has an auto detect fine, so the mainboard features are present. Now the only problem is that it doesn't send the signal, so we need to start measure the mainboard if there are short circuits anywhere. And first this mainboard has to go off and disconnect the power. Okay, this HDMI can go off. This is cable to the speakers. Cable to speakers, good. And this one has small plate. Take it up. Once this one is up, we can slide this cable out. That's the cable which is to the okay, for you it's probably okay, but for me it's a bit too dark. Cable to this small board which is here with a power button. This that's our T-con here. Okay, yes, that's all the cables out. Now I'll pause and I'll magically, we'll take those screws away. Okay, so we get it unscrewed. It's a bit too warm, but I can keep this sweater still. So what we see here is a cooler which is cooling this APU, CPU, or whatever they want to call it here. It's irrelevant actually. The naming here is irrelevant. It can be CPU, it can be whatever. But what it is important is that we do need to check what voltages do we have, and do we have any short circuits, because either there was I'll tell you what have happened here, okay, because I was checking this before the recording. So this part is okay, this whole part is okay, but when I'll take the meter, okay, you'll see better here, okay, and I'll get on the short circuit, I mean on the diode mode, yes, it will beep. So I can plug this one in, yes, and I can check these capacitors here, which you can't see, but I can make you see it better. Will I catch both sides? That's the right side, not the faulty side probably. Can I show you on both sides? Yes, now you can see both sides. I'll hold with one button. So here is the blue one with the white, yes, which is a good side, and here is with the red sticker, orangish on yours looking bad. For me it's red. So when you touch the capacitor from one side, now you don't see the meter. That side was better because you could see the meter. Okay, so I need to now somehow show you both things what I'm doing. So I will catch from the bottom and nothing, but I'm catching, yes, okay, so this one is open, yes, this one is open, this one is open, but on other side you've got a beep and then it's growing, yes, the capacitance is growing. The next one as well, it's a beep, and then it's growing. So it's a proper behavior. Yes, I don't have to plug in my capacitance meter, you know, like desolder it and do it, because at least I know there is no short circuit in it. Yes, whereas if I'm doing the same thing on this side here, look, yes, nothing. Okay, it's growing, great. Yes, growing, brilliant. Next one, growing, brilliant. Yes, next one, growing, brilliant. On the other side, look, I'm holding and it doesn't want to stop beeping. Over. Okay, hold it. Okay, so it's fine. This side is fine, and this side is fine. Yes, that's okay. Yes, so you would say that these capacitors here are fine, but why I think that the main board is faulty is because when I'm plugging in this main board back where it belongs, because then it won't make me a problem. Okay, I can't align this now quickly. No, you don't see what I'm doing. I know it. And believe me, I'm not happy about it. Ah, okay, because I'm not on the one level too high. Sorry, my fault. Okay, now is everything back. Now you can see that this board is back where it was. It's just not screwed in. Yes. Now please look when I'll connect it with the socket. I'll gently slide that in. And I thought that the capacitor is faulty to be true. Literally, that's what I was thinking. But then I said I'll disconnect and I'll check if the capacitor is faulty. Yes, so that's what I was thinking originally. Capacitor is faulty. I need to, you know, need to double check it, and I need to disconnect. The problem with this is that you need to be really careful, because it's easy, really super easy to damage it. I don't know why I'm struggling, but I'm struggling with inserting, and I can't force it, because if you force it, believe me, it will go one way or another. But you don't want to pay the customer for the new ribbon cable, because sometimes you might not get this ribbon cable. Okay, I'll pause and I'll insert it, because really I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so we got it inserted. It's inserted now, yes. And now we can see that part, the same place, yes, the same place. I don't know if the meter will be catching it up, but if no, it will be catching up with the Kardashians. Who knows, you know? I don't know. So okay, we get a meter here on myself. Oh, now it's better. Now beeping is on, good. So we know that meter is measuring in the same spot now. Look, no matter how I will try, it's a short circuit. Yes, short circuit. That's mean, yes, that's mean it's wrong on the first capacitor. On the second capacitor, yes, on the third capacitor. So as you see, this is not a fault of this board and those capacitors, but the fault is on the main board. So now we need to track it down, what's causing the short circuit on the main board, yes? Because that's the next step in the procedure. I know I'm turning you around. Okay, so what we can do right now is leave this cable on, at least for now, and I'd love to check which connection is on this cable and where it's going inside from this cable here. Yes, from this cable here, which causing the problem, and then it's going here. But before I can do it, I can turn around this board, take off this thing, and I count. Oh well, you should get small pliers or something, and I will, because it's time consuming and annoying. Okay, again, I'll pause it because I don't want to waste your time. And so guys, end of part 1, because we can't remove these two pins without actually either damaging the main board, which we want to avoid, or without destroying them. Okay, so no matter if you check sides or something, actually if you would even take this one side, which is easier, then you would struggle with the inner side here, because you wouldn't have any access. Yes, so the best way would be to cut them off. So I had to contact the customer now and ask him if he's okay, but he's not answering, so I don't want to hold this recording. And that's it for the part 1. You know, if customer will agree, then I can move on, cut them off, proceed with the analysis, yes, and then we can see if we are capable of fixing this issue. Thank you guys, and that's all for the part 1. Bye bye.